Gods wage battle using unique abilities to defeat their enemies. All gods have a basic attack that is used to deal damage to the enemy. Some gods use melee attacks, while others attack from range. Melee attacks will hit the nearest enemy target that is closest to the center of the screen. Ranged attacks will fire a projectile, hitting the first enemy in its path. To be successful with ranged attacks, you must fire ahead of your target. Your target will be highlighted in red if they are in range of your basic attack. Each god has access to 4 active abilities and a passive. During a match, you gain an ability point for each level you gain. You spend these points to unlock new abilities or to make unlocked abilities more powerful. Using an ability costs mana. Once an ability is used, there is a cooldown period before the ability can be used again. Abilities have different targeting modes. Some require the player to aim the location of the ability by placing a circle or pointing a line in the direction that they want to fire. Enemies will be highlighted in red if they will be damaged by the ability. The passive for each god typically affects how the god is played, but is not an active ability. You do not spend ability points to unlock or improve it. The gods are categorized into 5 different classes. The Mage class wields high damaging magical abilities at great range. Mages have exceptionally strong area of effect and support abilities, but are also the weakest defensively, and often have limited movement options. There are 2 different damage types, physical and magical. Each god will deal only one of the damage types. If you are playing a god that is magical, every damaging basic attack and ability that the god uses deals magical damage. The damage type that the god can deal can be found by looking at the god's about screen, or by looking at the corners of the god icon in the match lobby. Blue corners are for the magical gods, and red corners mean physical. When playing the game, the item store will only show you offensive item options for your damage type. While the damage type for gods can be magical or physical, the damage type for everything else in the game is physical. When playing the game, the item store will only show you offensive item options for your damage type. While the damage type for gods can be magical or physical, the damage type for everything else in the game. The item store is where you purchase items with the gold earned during a match to increase your effectiveness. By default, the store opens to a list of recommended items. Purchasing these items will help in most situations for newer players. The All Items tab allows you to search through all of the items. Offensive items affect your basic attacks and abilities. Defensive items increase your protection to enemy attacks. Utility items allow you to affect things like your ability cooldown timers, movement speed, and mana regeneration. You must be at your team's fountain in order to purchase items. While at your fountain, you can also sell back items for 66% of the original cost. If you haven't left your fountain, you can sell back any item you purchased for a full refund. If you've made multiple purchases but have not left the fountain, you can refund them all using the Undo button. Minions. Minions spawn every 30 seconds and head down each lane towards the enemy base. They will attack the first enemy they encounter. Minions will prioritize enemy minions first, then towers, and then gods. Just like towers, minions will retarget an enemy god if that god has dealt damage to one of the minions' allied gods. Minion waves also continue to get stronger as the game progresses. Killing enemy minions is worth gold and experience. You gain a small gold bonus for landing the killing blow. If an enemy minion is damaged by a tower, you get no gold when that minion dies. While at your fountain, you will gain health and mana at a very fast rate. If you find yourself low on health or mana, you should recall back to your base to quickly regenerate. While you're there, remember to buy additional items whenever possible. If you are defeated in battle, you will respawn after a short amount of time. In all modes, your respawn time starts low and continues to increase with the length of the match. In Arena, your team respawns in waves. If your team is way ahead, your wave respawn time will be longer. While you're waiting to respawn, you are able to purchase additional items as if you were at your fountain. When the Auto Items option is selected in the match lobby, the game will automatically purchase the recommended items from the store when you are at your fountain. When the Auto Skills option is selected in the match lobby, the game will automatically train your abilities in the recommended order for the god as you gain new levels. You can turn these options off at any time by going to the store or skills screen and pressing the Turn Off button. Once you turn these options off during a match, you can't turn them back on again until you are in the next match lobby.